good evening, everybody. Y'all already know where I was. You already know where I was. Well, if you don't know where I was, you know what I was doing. You feel me? Uh, like I said, good evening. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me, the tardy guy, to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, still want to say welcome. But I also want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, hanging out with me, hanging out with my wool back here, Spidey, with my sweetie back there in the corner. Oh, my shoulder just cracked. You know what 50 feel like? If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Talk about a price action. What's going on, man? Oh, I don't even have my trade view open. Let me do that. I talk about the price action, dealing with the S&P 500. Primarily look at the ES futures. I like watching the ES futures because they trade 23 hours a day. I get like a full spectrum of what the S&P 500 is doing. If you don't know, I can say now I'm primarily a futures trader. I remember when I used to be able to say I'm primarily a swing trader, swing trade options, but I'm primarily a futures trader. That's what I do primarily now. Why do I get on Al Gore's internet and talk about a price action? I want to help somebody like you get your aha moment. Again, if this is your first time hanging out with us, hit subscribe. Come hang out with us. I'm trying to get to 2,500 subscribers. When I looked at my analytics yesterday, I think it was, I looked at them, said we was at 2,400, 100 people away. When I be getting those emails, it'd be telling me I'd usually gain about like 100 to 120, 130 people a month. So that means we're right around the corner. So the next month, we should be there. We should be. Yay. Get into that number. Why is 2,500 a special number to me? I don't know. I remember when I turned 25, it was like a big deal. I was like, man, I'm a quarter of a century. And last year I turned 50. And so I was like, hey, it'd be cool if I can get 2,500 subscribers by my 50th birthday. We didn't make it by my 50th birthday. That's fine. No harm, no foul. Because it's not about gaining subscribers. It's just about trying to reach as many people as possible. And I thank you for showing up every day. It's hard to show up and listen to somebody run their mouth, especially the same guy. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you for putting this dedication into your trading journey, your investing journey, just being so dedicated, because it gets hard. Speaking of getting hard, share time. Y'all know I always try to share everything with y'all, and it's dealing with trading, so don't worry about it. I'm not off topic. Today was a very, very challenging day for me. I got extremely emotional today. And I hate to say I spiraled, because the term spiraled when it comes to trading has like this negative connotation. Is it connotation? I don't know. It's got this negative tone to it, which means I got out of control and lost a bunch of money, right? The way that I spiraled today is I got out of control emotionally, right? I got out of control emotionally, right? It was a very, very bad day for me emotionally. What created this? And I just want to share this with y'all because I want y'all to know it happens to everybody. It continues to happen. It never goes away. But you have to grab your emotions like this and rein them in, like bring your little nappy head. You got to just control them, right? So what started the spiral, right? First thing I can honestly say the first thing that started the spiral, and I didn't realize that the spiral had already started, is that I missed a trade, right? I missed the trade, and because I'm eating cereal, trying to look at ICT, trying to look at Country Wayne, trying to look, I'm doing like a whole bunch of things, right? So I missed the trade. And when I missed it, you know, I'm like, no harm, no foul. Now, mind you, now it wasn't even a trade that I had set up, right? It was just a trade that I would have taken, but because I wasn't focusing, I missed it. So no harm, no foul. I wasn't up. That's why I say I didn't even realize the spiral had started already, right? Until looking back in hindsight. And so then I just sat there, waited. Then the market gave me an opportunity to take a trade, and it was a short going against the grain, but it was a short, clean short to be able to get, you know, a 5-point scalp. So I took it, right? And I had my profit target set for, I set it just a little over 5 points. Well, if you don't know, I do. I set it a little over 5 points, right? And I typically set it for like 1 to 2 ticks above 5 points, right? Right. Depending on, if I got 1 contract, 2 contract, whatever, right? It came 1 tick away from my profit target, reversed, went back, and stopped me out in profit, right? Because, especially when the market is like moving real finicky, once I get in the trade, I be watching it, and when it give me a chance to move my stop to something else, because I'm like, look, it's acting funny. I'm not gonna let it come back and take me out. If it take me out, it's gonna take me out in profit, right? 1 tick away from my profit target came back and stopped me out in profit, right? And so as I'm sitting there analyzing the trade, looking at it, seeing what went on with the trade, I realized that instead of putting it 2 ticks above 5, I put it 3 ticks above 5. And it came 1 tick away. And I'm like, if I would have done what I always do, I would have had 5 points instead of 1 point. Right? And so ensued the emotional trading. I didn't start randomly taking trades, right? But every opportunity the market gave me to get into a trade, right? I kept. It's better. Let me share my screen with you. Every opportunity the market gave me to get into a trade, I'm chomping at the bit. I'm there. This is where it came down one tick away. I was shorting it from here, coming back down to this fair value gap right there. Right. And if you look at right here, if you look at right there, it's touched the fair value gap, right? Came one tick away from getting me, right? One tick away. And right here, this is the candle that stopped me out right there. That candle right there stopped me out. One tick away from coming to get me, that candle stopped me out, right? Then over here, right? I'm watching this fair value gap right here. Want to get picked up, right? We went up, then we came back down. This fair value gap, it was messing with right there. Then we coming down. I'm like, okay, it's gonna come get me here. See, I'm marking out stuff, seeing this is old stuff I'm marking out to see how price gonna react to it, right? Never came back to the fair value gap right here, right? So then over here, right? That's one. Never came back to get me. Left me at the bus stop. I'm just sitting there waiting. Left me at the bus stop, right? Then we come back over here, take off again, right? I'm looking like, okay, we got a balanced price range here. We got a balanced price range there. Price show here that it don't want to come back down here. So we got a balanced price range right there now. So make this fair value gap. I said I'm going to come in on consequent encroachment of this fair value gap right here, right? Marked it out. Drop down to the 1 minute chart, right? Drop down to the 1 minute chart. Just waiting for price to, do its thing and come back and get me. All right. Then I noticed here, I got a 1 minute fair value gap right there, right? This right here is the 5 minute fair value gap that I got sitting there, right? When I initially put my order in, I set it at the consequent encroachment of this 1 minute fair value gap, right? 41, 56, 25, right? I said, Tim, follow your plan. Stop being emotional. I'm already extremely emotional. I dropped my limit order back down to 41, 55, 75. The low on this candle right here is 41, 56 even. If I would have left my order at this 1 minute consequent encroachment like I did first of all, initially, I would have been picked up on that trade. And look what happened. So as my limit order is sitting here and I'm watching this price run away like this right here, I'm extremely pissed off. Extremely. Like when it got up to here, I wasn't that bad. I'm like, okay, it's gonna come back and get me. It's not gonna do me like it's gonna come back and get me. It's gonna come back. This is where I got pissed off at right here. I said it's not coming back to get me. It's not coming back to get me. Right? So it took off, pulled back down into that fair value gap right there, completely filled it, hit the order block, took off again. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm coming in and I come in, I get in a trade all based off of, I think I got in a trade. So I got in a couple trades, but every trade I got into, guess what? It started moving toward my target, stopped, turned around, came back, stopped me out 1 point. Stop me out 1 point. Stop me out one. I end up getting end up getting 5 points on the day. Right? I end up getting 5 points on the day. But guess what? I don't have the profit that I would have off of one 5-point trade because I've traded 5 times. So that's commission for 5 times going and coming. So that's 5 times the commissions that I paid. So yeah, it's covering the cost of admission plus a little bit. But since I traded so many times, yeah, I just got a little bit, just made a little bit because I was super emotional. I was super emotional. That's why I say I hate to use the term spiral, because spiraling, you think, oh man, he spiraled and he blew his account, or he spiraled and he lost a lot of money. I was in here spiraling like a top. I spiraled out of control. My emotions were gone. I was fully realized Mad McGee up in here. I was fully realized Mad McGee. True, I didn't take any loss, but I freaking spiraled out of control. I spiraled out of control. So what's the takeaway with this? No matter what happens with a trade, win, lose, no matter what happens with a trade, right? Accept it, journal it. If you feel yourself thinking, as soon as you hear, if I just, close your charts and walk away. If I would have, close your charts and walk away. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions make you mad sometimes. Emotions is a booger. Speaking of booger, I got to sneeze. Emotions make you cry sometimes. Emotions get you in trouble. No guts, no glory. Hold on. No guts, no glory. You feel me? You gotta risk it for the biscuit, baby. Risk it for the Rari. What's going on, man? What y'all talking about? Look, hey, check him out. Look at Lil Hulk up there in the top spot. Look at Lil Hulk in the top spot. That's worthy of celebrating. Lil Hulk in the top spot. You feel me? What's going on, Rhonda? What's up, Kim? What's up, Audrey? I told you how my day was. What's up, Tranisha? Robinson, what's up? We need more energy. High pitched Larry, aka Reverend Tim, aka Michelle Tucker. What's going on? You talking to Rhonda? Get off my screen, Michelle. Talking to other people. Hey, a funny story. Speaking of coffee, I talked to my homeboy today when I was taking my kids to school. He said his daughter talked him into doing some celebrity diet with him where you only eat 3 bananas and drink black coffee in the morning and say you supposed to lose like so many pounds. I said, boy, you're going to be boo-booing. That's why 3 bananas and straight black coffee. I don't drink coffee, but he ordered a coffee at Burger King. She was like, how many sugars you want? He was like, no sugar. He said, later came on speak, said, you just want it black? And he don't drink coffee either. His daughter talked him into some fad diet. Today was a profitable day. Oh, man, y'all stop talking to Rhonda. Get off my chat talking to Rhonda. What's up, Sonya? What's going on? Oh man, you stuck with plan. Oh man, you stuck to your plan C entry and you were stopped out in profit. Sounds like a good day. Yeah. Good day. I was just sharing the fact that I was spiraling out of control. Good day overall. Call a friend. How much profit did you make? I made D's. What's up, Roman? I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, my guy. What's up, lover? What's going on, Linda? Yeah, I made D's. You mad? Hey, let's get to it, man. Let's get it. How about a 16 passenger? This G5, no, this not a Challenger, big one. Let's get to it, man. Let's put this on. Let's go to 15-minute candle. Well, we'll do 5-minute candles. Move out the way, Mr. Dollar. Move out the way, Mr. Dollar. Move out the way, Mr. Dollar. Dollar. We're gonna do 5-minute candles. Actually, 15-minute candles you can see the whole day. And I don't have to squanch it up so much. Let me see. 405. My stomach making noise. My stomach's at today, Thursday, right? Yes. 8:55. Oh yeah, these 5-minute candles gonna do us vainglorious. Gonna do us vainglorious. I stretched that out. Just look at the 9 o'clock hour. Man, I might be able to. Let's look and see what 1-minute candles look like. We might be able to look at Skinny Mini and see the real deal price section. Nah, 1-minute candle is gonna be too little. 1-minute candle is gonna be too little. Yeah, them 1-minute candles gonna be too lit. And then people on their phone gonna be like, man, Tim, if you don't get them small behind candles off the screen, you know I watch on my phone. I ain't paying all my hard-earned money for you to subscribe to TradingView for you to put them little old numbers up there, them little old candles up there I can't see. Let's get it. Okay, we opened up here. That's 9 o'clock. I'm tripping. Okay. We opened up right here on this green little small candle right there. Let me move my cross arrow so y'all can see the wicks and all. Wicks and all. We open up right here on that candle right there where the little finger is pointing to. All right. Price came down. Let's squanch it up a little bit so we can see what price did. Didn't take out any sell side anything. This right here is the news candle. We talked about that this morning. We ain't gonna talk about. Did we talk about that this morning? Yes, we ain't gonna talk about that no more because we talked about that already. So we came down. Didn't do anything of great significance right here with that. Right, came down. Then we just kind of consolidated in this area right there up until 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, Well, actually at 10:05, we started making a move upward. Upward, 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 upward. We started moving upward, right? Took off, took out buy side liquidity, right? We took out buy side liquidity right here. Finished with a nice strong closure on this 5-minute candle, right? Got up above the consequent encroachment of a SIBI from Wednesday at 2:25 p.m. Let me point this out for you so you'll understand why I have these two consequent encroachments on my screen, right? One, I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see what I'm talking about, right? Yes, you can see those letters nice and juicy now. Now, you see here, which one did I click? Did I click 20 on that one? Oh, I forgot to put the time on that one. Is that a 5-minute also? I think it's I'm gonna put 5-minute also. I think it's a 5-minute. I used to try to put the time so I know what time frame it is. Let's go back and look, right? So you see, I have consequent encroachment for the 2:20 5-minute SIBI, and I believe this 5-minute also for the 2:25 5-minute SIBI from Wednesday, right? Let's go back to Wednesday. Let's squanch it up. We're going to squanch it up. We're going to squanch it up. So this large candle right here, if I click on, oh, I don't have this is a what's the name now? So if I put a Fibonacci tool right there, right? Yes, that's a 5-minute SIBI. You see the price, y'all probably can't see it, but the price on that Fibonacci tool for the consequent encroachment is 41.42.25. That big SIBI right there. Don't worry if you can't see the candle, it's there, right? Spread it out a little bit for you. I don't want anybody crying. I can't see the candle. Can you spread it out so I can see the candle? I need to see which candle you're looking at. It's the 2:25 candle. That one right there. Okay. SIBI for the 2:20 candle. Right? So come there and come here. Right? 41.50.75. Right? There it is. 41.57. Y'all can't see it. It's kind of behind the big letters, right? So now, let's zoom out a little bit. Why am I looking at those SIBIs? Right? Because if you look at the price action, can anybody tell? I'm just going to leave my chart right here. What time is it? This is when the market opened, right there. I'm going to leave my chart right there. Right there. Can anyone in the chat tell me why I have those SIBIs on my radar? I don't want to junk up my screen with all of these big boxes. So to remind me that those SIBIs are there, I just have a little array with the words consequent encroachment from Wednesday's 2:25 SIBI on the 5-minute. And consequent encroachment for Wednesday's 2:20 SIBI on the 5-minute. AA says, been trading below SIBI before market open. You would be correct. We have been trading below those SIBIs from the afternoon session, right? From the afternoon session. And if we look, if we zoom in to close detail of these SIBIs here, right? After Luncheroony, right? After Luncheroony, this is like the 135 candle. we're coming in here into consolidation. This is when we start watching the market in the afternoon time. That's right there, that 220 SIBI. That is the very first SIBI that we created in the afternoon session. This 225 SIBI, that is the most predominant SIBI in the exact same price leg. So I'm kind of grouping these together as one big SIBI, but I want to identify them as being separate because I'm watching the first SIBI that we made in the afternoon session. Why am I watching the first SIBI that we made in the afternoon session? The very same reason why I watch the very first SIBI or BISI or whatever, the first imbalance that we make in the morning session, right? So the very first one that we make in the morning session, I be watching them, right? So like this is 9:35, like that SIBI right there. I be watching that one throughout the day. Why do I do that? Something I got from Michael J. Huddleston, right? And look at this. Does it freaking amaze you? It shouldn't. Because we've talked about this before, right? At 9:40, the very first SIBI we made, if we stretch that out through time, right? Look what we did in the afternoon, right? In the afternoon, we were right there at that SIBI from the morning, the very first one. Now here's the very first SIBI from the afternoon session, and they're back to back. So I'm treating them as one, but I want to break it down so I understand it's two separate SIBIs in the exact same time being made. It was an aggressive move. So I'm monitoring those, and we never came back to them. So I'm going to keep stretching them out throughout the day. I'm gonna keep stretching them out throughout the day. Now, mind you, I don't have the other two SIBIs completely shouted out. We can go ahead and shadow those out. Let's get it. God dog it. Come on. Cheese and rice. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is messing with my mind because they're SIBIs and they're green. So that's really messing with my mind. I'm sorry. I have to change this. There you go. Ignore the color. The color doesn't matter, but I just had to switch the colors. So hey, get off my screen. So squanch it up and move forward in time. Voila. Look how price paid attention to those SIBIs. Even on the news candle, even on the news candle, it came up to that SIBI and it turned around. And then it skated across the bottom of that SIBI. And then it got past the consequent encroachment. And when it stayed above that SIBI's consequent encroachment, I wanted to go short back down to that BISI. And I got missed by one tick. Oh, yes, I did. And then we we stayed on that cibby, consequent encroachment. And then we moved up to a cibby, consequent encroachment. And then we took off past that cibby, and we stayed above it for the rest of the day and stopped short of that buy side. This lyrical performance has been brought to you by the Eraser Liquor. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all let me sit here and talk all this time, and we did not stop by our friend house. Who is our friend, Tim? Glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. Our friend is a ticker symbol called the SPY. Around here, we call her Spyleen. We even wrote a song for little Timmy Rogers. Do you want to hear it? Yes, I do. I want to hear it. How does it go? Well, all the kids in the back and in the front and in the side, if you know the lyrics, we're going to be singing in the key of F today. Get ready. Tone, please. Me. Sing it with me now. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Spyleen. I'm so sad I didn't come and see you first. But let's see what you did. Spyleen has been spyleening. As y'all can see, Spyleen did not come down here and give me my entry that I wanted. I wanted Spyleen to come down here and give me an opportunity to go long. Spyleen is refusing to do that. But it's okay. If she don't give me my entry, I do not mind. I would just live to trade another day for my options. But Spyleen came up and took out the buy-side liquidity above this consolidation and had a nice strong closing finish above the buy-side liquidity. So now my attention will be turned toward that high right there. And if we take out that high with some aggression and don't get a nice big rejection, my attention will be turned to that high right there. And that is all I'm going to cover with Spyleen right now. If you are just here for call out levels, those are the levels that I'm watching, and you can have a nice evening. Goodbye now. Now, back to what we were saying. The price action. Let's go through the price action, and then we're going to call it. I just want to share that for anybody who, in all due seriousness, for anybody who has never heard of that before, I just want to share that and give some clarification on it of why I had these two levels on my chart. That consequent encroachment of that SIBI on the 5 minute and the consequent encroachment of another SIBI on the 5 minute right there. Right there. That is why I was watching it. And then the morning SIBI right there, as you can see, is over there. It didn't get as much love today as it did yesterday. So, like, the morning SIBI, if we've already revisited, I don't really give a lot of weight to it. Right? I don't give a lot of weight to it unless the market is really struggling going up to it or really struggling coming down to it. Then I put a little bit more weight on it being support or resistance. But if the market ain't really struggling to get to it the next day, I don't put a lot of weight on it unless we haven't touched it yet. Like these right here, we didn't touch it at all. So that's why I had them there on my chart to, you know what I'm saying, as really pay attention to these. But as you can see, don't the chart look cluttered up right now? So that's why I just put the consequent encroachment on there so I can know. Right there. That's why I just did it like that. I had a consequent encroachment and I had the buy side right there. Had the buy side liquidity tie. And then once we blew through that buy side, it had a strong finish. I turned my attention to that buy side. The same thing I just said on the spot when I was like, I will be looking for it to hit that buy side. And if we go through it with force, I'm going to be looking at that buy side. That's what I did here. Right? I was looking at this buy side and we pushed through with force closed above it. Been running like Usain Bolt. So I turned my attention to that buy side. And we fell just short of there. This was a very difficult time. It hurts right here because I was so out of control trading today. 5 points and all. We was on 5-minute candles, right? So back to what we were saying. We created a BISI, consolidated along the consequent encroachment of that 5-minute SIBI from Wednesday at 225, right? We got this is no, that's not that. Oh yeah, this right here, this SIBI, this I adjusted this SIBI for the after the institutional order flow entry drill. So the SIBI was initially here. Institutional order flow entry drill on this SIBI. I mean, this BISI. I'm sorry. Institutional order flow entry drill on this BISI right there. As we consolidate along the consequent encroachment of this candle right here, right there. Boop. Just like that. Okay, so over here, consequent encroachment came up. We made another fair value gap there, right? Went up, made another fair value gap there that we never came back into. So breakaway gap right there, consolidated along the consequent encroachment of the SIBI from 220 from Wednesday, right? There's a tiny BISI right inside there, right? That we came down into. Tiny BISI right there that we came down into. Pushed up. Again, took out the buy side liquidity tie, right? Created another BISI there. Institutional order flow entry drill on that BISI right there. Took off. Never looked back until we got here at 235. We pulled back into this BISI right here. Took off again. And Bob's your uncle. That's the price action for the day. Given to you by 5-minute candles. 5-minute candles. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. 5-minute candles. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That is it. That is it. That is it. Love the song. Again, all melodious moments are brought to you in part by the Eraser Liquor. Spally, Spally, where you at, baby? What's that? Thanks, Stack. What's Stack's talking about? Uh-oh. 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 What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm about halfway done with that funded challenge you posted. Have to trade for 10 days for the evaluation, so I had to slow it down. It's only day one. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. Gotta slow it down. It's only day one. You. Good stuff. Keep inspiring us. What? You do a lot here for the what? Stacks, you all mixed up, just like your muscle emojis. You don't know if you light skin or dark skin. Talk about Robinson doing good stuff and expect. Get off my screen. Well, I'm no longer tired. That melodious song woke him up in great spirits. You hear me? Y'all see what he said? He said, well, I'm no longer tired. That melodious song woke me up and put me in great spirits. You hear me? So are the consequent encroachment points areas that price could possibly reverse? Nah, it's just I put the consequent encroachment there so I know that we've come into a SIBI. We've come halfway through a SIBI. Okay, good question, Lil Hawk, Lil Heasley. Price is coming up, right? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Crisscross. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands, right? Okay, right? So looking at price, I'm lost already. I don't know what price is already because ain't nothing on my screen, right? But with that on my screen and price is taking off, right? Now I can see that we are. Hold up, let me do this. Let me do that. Oh, let's do that. Let me do that. Oh, let's do that. Let me do that. Oh, let's do that. God, dog it. That's the wrong tool. Oh, let's do that. Let me do that. Oh, let's do it. Who remember that? Oh, let's do it. 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 Bye, bye, bye. Now, being over here. Let me find. Okay. All right. Being right here. Price is just trading. This is what charts look like, right? So we're over here trading, keep on trading, right? And we take off and we form a BISI right here, right? And I'm like, ooh, we formed the BISI right there, right? And then we go to consolidating, and I'm like, man, why are we consolidating here, right? But if I have this on my screen, I can realize that's a consequent encroachment of a SIBI that we just attacked, right? How big is that SIBI? I probably could start incorporating that. I'm going to do that. Thanks for asking this question, Lil Hawk. I'm going to start incorporating how many points the SIBI is inside my little verbiage over here, right? So now I see we just came up and we closed above consequent encroachment of a SIBI. So if we get above consequent encroachment, just blow through it like that, there's a likelihood that this SIBI is not going to do its job of keeping price down. The SIBI's job is to be resistance when it's approached. its job is to be resistance when it's approached, its initial job. So it hasn't been touched before, right? It hasn't been touched before. So his initial job is to be resistance. And if we get clean past consequent encroachment, right? He's not fired yet. We give him up until his high to do his job. But if we get past consequent encroachment, it ain't looking too good for him. So I just keep the consequent encroachment there to remind me that we just came up on a SIBI. And if I want to see what the SIBI looks like, I just go back and look in time and say, hey, that's what it is. And thanks to you, Lil Hawk, I'm going to start putting in the points there so I'll know that when I click that, right? My math ain't mathing, but it'll be in there. I'm going to start doing it like that because my math ain't mathing. 41, 48.75 minus 41, 35.5. 13.25 points. Now, I know the range at glance. I don't have to look back now. Thank you, Little Hawk, for helping me out with that. We just got past consequent encroachment of a 13-point SIBI, right? Just look over there, 13 points. Boom, a big SIBI, right? We passed consequent encroachment of a big SIBI. So it's not so much, hey, Little Hawk, get off my screen. It's not so much the fact that the consequent encroachment is supposed to, I just kick you off the screen. I can't remember what you said. I just kick you off the screen. It's not that it's a possible reversal. Is that we've gotten past consequent encroachment of a fair value gap that we never touched before. So that's giving me a clue that this bullishness is serious, right? That's letting me know the bullishness is serious. The bullishness will likely keep up because this SIBI, mainly the consequent encroachment's job is to stop price in its track and make it reverse. We blew through it. So it's letting me know that its bullishness is serious. It will more than likely continue. All other things in play. The dollar doing its thing, the NASDAQ doing its thing, the Dow doing its thing. This bullishness will probably ensue. So that's what I'm using it for. I'm keeping it there because we haven't engaged it yet. And its job is to stop price, is to resist price. Now, if we were above a BISI, its job is to support price, stop it from going down and going up. Stop it from going down and then continue up. So if price was coming, it's not that the PDub rate is supposed to be resistance. It's just that the SIBI's initial job is to be resistance. So now I'm coming back into something. This is his first time being visited, and it's not doing its job very well. That little line there is letting me know it's not doing its job very well. There you go. There you go. The chat just jumped on me. The chat just jumped on me. Okay, I'm back now. Okay. Hey, look here. Hey, Robinson, do me a favor. I see you got your glasses on. Please read between the lines. Read between the lines. I appreciate that, little Hulk, for letting me know you just had an aha moment. I appreciate that for letting me know you got an aha moment. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. Hey, I think that's it. If you got anything else, drop it in the chat. I'll address it. If I don't see anything in the chat, then we're gonna close it. Like always, man, do not put off till tomorrow what you can say today. What do you mean, Tim? Let your loved ones know that you love them today. Take advantage of today while you still have the opportunity to, because nobody's promised tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised to us. So let your loved ones know that you love them right now, today. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and then confirm it, because the worst thing in the world is to spend all your energy expressing love to someone, and the only way you know how for them to not receive it because you're not speaking in their love language. How do you resolve that, Tim? I'm glad you asked that question. By opening up the lines of communication, talking to one another. Hello, Tim. How do you like to receive affection and love? Oh, I like to receive affection and love through words of affirmation. Thank you for letting me know that. I like to receive love through physical touch. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I never knew. Just like that. And now you know how to express love to your loved one, your child, your sibling even. Open up the lines of communication. Do not put off till tomorrow what you can say today, because tomorrow may not come. I know. It happened to me with my father. Tomorrow didn't come. And that's something that I had to live with. I have to live with, still live with to this day. You don't want to live with that regret. So please take advantage. If you got any unresolved issues, take care of that today. Don't wait till next time. Take right now today, because you don't want to have unresolved issues and tomorrow not come. It might be your tomorrow that don't come, and then they got to live with that. It might be their tomorrow that don't come, and then you got to live with that. So please, I get on here every day and I say the same thing. Why? Because I don't want people living with the weight that I had to carry since 2002. That's a very long time to carry your weight. I would never sit this weight down. It never gets any easier when loved ones pass. You just learn how to stop crying. It never gets easier. We go through our moments. We have our times, especially around their birthdays, around their favorite holidays. But it hits a whole lot different when you got unresolved issues, or you got that just in the back of you, nobody knows but you, that you put off till tomorrow, and tomorrow never came, but it just eats away at you. So please, do it for yourself, do it for your family, do it for the vine even. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. Hey, do you live stream for New York session? I'm from the UK. No, I no longer live stream the New York session. I used to live stream the New York session with the Black Spiders. I no longer live stream any sessions. But I go live every morning at 9, right before the New York session, and I go live every evening at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, that is, to talk about what happened. So pull up at 9 tomorrow morning, and we will be talking about the overnight price. Action. I appreciate y'all, man, as always. Shout out all the channel members. I really appreciate y'all. Channel members, I have made a decision. I am going to, just for the channel members, if there is any anybody who has children or siblings or family members or friends that want to be traders, I am going to start recording videos from the beginning of trading futures. And it's going to be available for all the channel members. And it's going to be sort of like the vein of the ICT concepts. But this is my last effort to help as many people as possible without charging an arm and a leg. Right? I was talking to my sweetie. I was like, hey, I got this idea. She was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, you're not charging enough. That's going to take a lot of your time. You're not charging enough. You know, you need to start at least this price point right here. I said, you know what? You're right. You're right. Because it's going to be taking away time from you and the family. You're right. But this is my last ditch effort to help as many people as possible for a nominal fee. So I'm going to start recording videos, and they'll be in the member only section. And you're only going to be able to show it to your friends and family through your link, because if you send a link to them and they're not a channel member, they're not going to be able to watch the video. But for any of you, if you don't trade futures, or if you got friends and family that want to trade futures and they ain't got time to be pulling up to my lives every day, I want to reach as many people as possible. So I'm going to start recording videos, dropping them in the members, and it's going to be from beginning to end. The same stuff that I'm going to be teaching little Timmy Rogers Jr., it's going to be the same stuff that I'm going to be teaching him. It's going to start at the beginning, telling what futures are, telling what platform I trade on, explaining like how I use the ICT concepts and all of that right there. And I ain't going to go through all the ICT concepts because I got playlists for that. But it's just going to be how to trade futures. And, you know, my last ditch effort to try to help as many people as possible for a little bit of money. Then after that, if that ain't good enough for you and you want more of my time, you got to come with the money on. Hey, that's all I got, man. I will see y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. And again, please, let me back up. Please do not go join the channel membership because I just said that I'm going to be doing these videos. I don't want to have to do another live on the way to Taco Bell flashing on people. I do not want to have to do another live on the way to Taco Bell flashing on people. Right? I was talking to the people that's already channel members. Right? So if you're not a channel member, don't be running over there oh, let me sign up. No, do not sign up. This whole YouTube thing ain't no money grab for me. Do not sign, because I don't mind flashing. I will do it. I'm 50. And my patience been thin since I was a jit. When I was a jit in Fort Lauderdale, my patience was thin. And now I'm 50. So what you think my patience like? Please don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What you say? I think that's great. Would you please do a video on how to set your account up and how to do your first trade? If you go look, Karen, I have on my YouTube page, it's like futures something. It's futures something. It's going to be pretty much the same stuff. Tatiana getting on my freaking nerve. If y'all look at the Country Wayne skits, that's Tatiana, right? She getting on my freaking nerve. Country Wayne skits be what's the name? It's like a soap opera. And the way Tatiana acting, man, if I was Mike, I'd be giving her big FU energy. Okay. What was I saying? Where's my mouse? Okay. If you go to my channel, right? I got playlists. And okay, Tim's Tidbits, Study Hall. No, not a study hall. Look at me eating the fry. Intro to Futures, right? It's going to be pretty much a lot of this stuff here. I did this throwback, right? I did this throwback right here. It's pretty much going to be a lot of this stuff here that I'm going to be talking about. So for everybody that's not a channel member, right, you can go look at these videos right here. You go look at these videos right here. These were live streams that I was doing, and it's talked about futures, right? It's pretty much going to be a lot of the same stuff that's in this playlist, except for it's going to be in the vein of the ICT concepts videos, right? So if you come to this playlist right here, I'm pretty sure I covered what you asking for in here, because you talk about doing a video on setting up an account and how to do the first trade. These 4 live streams right here, right, they'll help you out. But if you notice, they're very long. 1 hour, hour and 19 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour, pretty much. The ones that I'm doing now, they're going to be the small bite-sized videos, the same way I did with the Mama, I want to trade. Hey, hey. That melodious moment was brought to you by Tim Calls Me Robinson. So it's like everything I share, I've shared it before. But I know these are very long videos. It's hard to go back and watch this crap. So again, as a last ditch effort, just to show the channel members again how much I appreciate them supporting the channel, right? It's going to be small, bite-sized chunks of the same information with 2023 Lil Timmy Rogers knowledge. But the concepts are all still the same. It's right here for free. So again, please, let me say it again for the people in the back. Do not go join the channel membership to try to get access to these videos, because I don't mind going on live and flashing on people on the way to Taco Bell. That's what I'm talking about. Back to back. Watch them videos back to back. Back to back. And then here's the gag. Hey, Karen, come here. Here's the gag, Karen. Come here. I go live every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I ask one important question. Do anyone have any questions? That is your opportunity to ask any question you want. You can ask the gang. I will sit here and I will answer questions till the cows come home, or until my sweetie come to knocking. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We already did the benediction, as they say. I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Y'all enjoy y'all evening, man. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy whatever you're gonna do with your family. You know what I'm saying? Hug your spouse, kiss your spouse, hug your kids, hug the dog and the cat. I'll see y'all in the morning, man. I'm gone. Yeah.